Some trucks are built for looks, others for power. But only a few are built to last a lifetime. These are the machines that refuse to quit, clocking millions of miles, hauling for decades, and proving that true engineering never wears out. From American workhorses to global endurance legends, here are the 10 trucks with the longest lifespan. Tough, reliable, and practically immortal. Number 1. Volvo FH16. When it comes to longevity, few names carry as much weight in the trucking world as Volvo, and no truck embodies that legacy better than the FH16. Launched in 1993, the FH16 was designed not to simply outperform, but to outlast. It became the truck that defined endurance on highways, stretching from the Arctic Circle to the deserts of Australia. At the core of the FH16 lies the Volvo D16 engine, available in variants up to 750 horsepower and over 3,500 Nm of torque. But more impressive than raw numbers is how long this engine can keep going. With proper maintenance, it's common to see FH16s crossing 2 million kilometers, 1.2 million miles, with original drivetrains still running strong. The secret lies in Volvo's design philosophy, precision engineering, and overbuilt durability. Every major component, from the crankshaft to the turbocharger, is built to handle stress far beyond normal operating conditions. Volvo's use of robust cast-iron blocks, wet cylinder liners, and advanced lubrication systems ensures minimal wear even under extreme hauling stress. The truck's transmission, especially the I-Shift automated gearbox, is equally legendary for reliability, providing smooth shifts while reducing drivetrain strain. But the FH16's endurance isn't just mechanical. Volvo's cabs are known to last decades thanks to galvanized steel panels, rust protection, and high-quality interiors that resist cracking or aging. Even electronics, often the weak link in modern trucks, are designed to handle constant vibration and temperature changes. Another factor behind its incredible lifespan is Volvo's approach to preventive diagnostics. The FH16 uses telematics and onboard monitoring to detect potential issues before they cause breakdowns. This proactive design minimizes downtime and extends the lifespan of every system. Drivers also love the FH16 for one simple reason. It's comfortable. Long hours behind the wheel are less fatiguing thanks to Volvo's ergonomic cabins, air suspension seats, and quiet interiors. That comfort helps drivers operate the truck more smoothly, which in turn means less stress on the machine. Whether crossing European highways or towing massive road trains across the Australian outback, the FH16 is the ultimate marathon machine, a truck built to serve generations, not years. Number 2. Scania R-Series. If Volvo represents precision and safety, Scania represents soul and strength. And nowhere is that more evident than in the Scania R-Series, one of the most durable, beloved, and longest-lasting trucks ever built. Introduced in 2004, the R-Series took the legacy of Scania's legendary 142H and 143 V8 trucks and evolved it into a new era of efficiency and endurance. The beating heart of the R-Series is its DC16 V8 engine, a marvel of Swedish engineering. Available in outputs from 500 to 730 horsepower, this 16.4-liter beast produces torque that can exceed 3,500 Nm, allowing it to haul the heaviest loads across the toughest terrains. But what makes it iconic is not its power, it's its longevity. Scania's engines are famously over-engineered. Every piston, valve, and bearing is designed for extreme durability. Many R-Series V8 engines surpass 2 million kilometers before requiring any major internal rebuilds. Fleet owners across Europe often joke that Scania engines don't die, they just get new owners. Part of the secret lies in Scania's modular design system. This means many parts from the transmission to the brakes are interchangeable across different models and generations. It drastically simplifies repairs and ensures parts availability decades later, keeping trucks running for longer. The chassis and suspension are built for endurance too. Scania's famous truck frame flexibility allows the R-Series to handle heavy loads without frame fatigue. Combined with advanced corrosion protection, these trucks remain structurally sound even after years of exposure to harsh weather. Inside the cab, Scania focused on comfort and craftsmanship, another longevity factor. A comfortable driver is a careful driver. The R-Series cabin is quiet, insulated, and ergonomically designed to reduce driver fatigue. Even after hundreds of thousands of kilometers, the interior feels solid and refined, no rattles, no worn switches. Ask any seasoned European driver what truck they'd trust to take them a million miles, and most will answer, a Scania V8. It's not just a truck, it's a lifetime companion. The R-Series doesn't age. It matures, proudly proving that when it comes to reliability, Scania's roar never fades. Number 3. Kenworth W900. If the European trucks are the epitome of efficiency, the Kenworth W900 is pure, timeless American durability. First introduced in 1961 and still in production today, it remains one of the most iconic long-haul trucks ever built, and one of the few that can truly claim to last a million miles and beyond. The W900 isn't just a truck, it's a work of mechanical art. Built on a heat-treated steel chassis with double-channel frame rails, it's designed to endure everything from Alaskan winters to Arizona deserts. Its construction is so tough that some W900s from the 1970s are still in daily operation, proof of its near-indestructible frame. The powertrain choices over the decades have added to its immortality. The Cummins N14, ISX, and X15, along with Caterpillar 3406 and C15 engines, have been among the most reliable diesel motors in American history. These engines are fully rebuildable, not replaceable, and many have gone through 2 or 3 rebuilds over a lifetime, each extending service by another 500,000 miles. Owners love the W900 because it's built for repairability. Unlike modern complex trucks filled with sensors, the W900 systems are mechanical and modular. Parts are standardized and widely available, meaning you can rebuild a W900 anywhere from a roadside garage in Kansas to a logging yard in Canada. And despite its ruggedness, the W900 doesn't compromise on comfort. The cab is built from corrosion-resistant aluminum and stainless steel, with thick insulation and customizable sleeper options. Many drivers who bought their W900s in the 1980s are still driving them today, rebuilt, repainted, and repowered, but very much alive. In American trucking culture, a Kenworth W900 isn't just a vehicle, it's a legacy. Fathers pass them down to sons. Companies restore them instead of replacing them, and drivers form lifelong bonds with their machines. Every rivet, every panel, and every gear in the W900 was made to last longer than its driver's career. It's no exaggeration to say that the W900 isn't just one of the longest-lasting trucks in the world. It's one of the most beloved machines ever built. Number 4. Peterbilt 379. In the realm of durability, few trucks hold as much reverence as the Peterbilt 379. Produced from 1987 to 2007, it's the truck that defines what built to last truly means. It shares its DNA with the Kenworth W900. Both are owned by Packer, but the 379 stands out for its attention to detail, hand-built quality, and indestructible engineering. At the heart of the Peterbilt 379's reputation is its Caterpillar 3406E and C15 engines, 2 of the most respected diesel engines ever produced. Known for their long life and simplicity, these engines often exceed 1.5 million miles before requiring rebuilds. Like the Kenworth, the 379's engines and transmissions are designed to be repaired and rebuilt multiple times, extending total lifespan far beyond what most modern trucks can achieve. The 379's all-aluminum cab is one of its key advantages. It resists rust and corrosion, allowing trucks from the early 1990s to still look immaculate today with minimal restoration. The frame is equally robust, thick, reinforced steel rails that can handle decades of stress without cracking. The Peterbilt 379 is also celebrated for its customizability and ease of maintenance. Every part, from suspension components to wiring harnesses, can be replaced or upgraded. This modular design philosophy means owners can modernize older 379s with newer technology without sacrificing the truck's original charm or strength. Drivers love the 379 for its timeless design, long hood, dual stacks, and rows of shining lights. But beneath that beauty lies unbreakable function. Its manual transmissions, usually Eaton Fuller 18 speeds, and mechanical systems ensure reliability even in the harshest conditions. Some 379s in fleet service have crossed 3 million miles, running continuously for over 30 years. Owner-operators proudly rebuild and repaint them multiple times rather than trade them in because the truck's foundation is simply too good to waste. The 379 represents an era when American trucks were built for eternity. It's a machine that refuses to become obsolete, and even decades later, it's still one of the most desired and longest-lived trucks on Earth. Number 5. Mack Super-Liner. If toughness had a face, it would wear a bulldog badge, and that badge belongs to Mack. Among the most enduring models ever produced by the American company is the Mack Super-Liner, a truck that's earned legendary status in industries where other machines simply break down and die. Launched in 1980, the Super-Liner wasn't just another heavy-duty hauler. It was a declaration of brute, old-school American durability. Everything about this truck was overbuilt: the frame, the suspension, the axles, and especially its engine. The Mack E9 V8, a 16.4-liter powerhouse, pushed out up to 500 horsepower and nearly 1,150 libre-foot of torque, figures that were enormous for its era. But numbers don't tell the full story. Longevity does. The E9 engine was designed from the ground up for million-mile performance. Its block was cast thick, its bearings oversized, and its components engineered to endure relentless heavy hauling. Many Super-Liners from the 1980s and 90s are still in use today, particularly in logging, mining, and construction, often clocking 2 to 3 million kilometers, 1.8 million miles, without needing an engine replacement. Mack's proprietary Maxitorque transmission and camelback suspension complemented the truck's strength, offering unmatched reliability even in punishing off-road conditions. The combination created a truck that simply didn't break, even under the heaviest loads. The Super-Liner's cab wasn't luxurious by today's standards, but it was built with durability in mind. Thick steel panels, solid insulation, and no-nonsense electronics meant fewer failures and easier maintenance. Drivers knew that if you took care of a Super-Liner, it would take care of you for decades. In Australia, the Super-Liner became a cult classic, pulling road trains across 50 degrees Celsius desert heat for thousands of kilometers. The trucks handled dust, heat, and abuse with a resilience that shocked even Mack's engineers. The Mack Super-Liner wasn't flashy. It didn't rely on technology. It was steel, diesel, and heart. The kind of machine that worked until the job was done and then asked for more. It's no surprise the Super-Liner remains a symbol of indestructibility. The kind of truck that proves true endurance doesn't need to be pretty. It just needs to be Mack tough. Number 6. Mercedes-Benz Actros. When Mercedes-Benz launched the Actros in 1996, it was hailed as a technological revolution, but few realized it would also become one of the longest-living European trucks ever built. While the Actros introduced groundbreaking innovations like electronic braking, predictive gear shifting, Mercedes engineered this truck not just to run for years, but for decades. The Actros's longevity starts with its heart, the OM501 and OM502 engines, later replaced by the OM171 and OM173. These power plants, ranging from 12 to 16 liters, were designed with wear-resistant cylinder liners, reinforced crankcases, and advanced oil filtration systems. They routinely clock over 1.5 million kilometers without needing major rebuilds. Many have crossed 2 million kilometers with only scheduled maintenance. Mercedes' Intelligent Maintenance System, a pioneering diagnostic network, constantly monitors every component from oil viscosity to brake pad wear and alerts operators when action is needed. This system doesn't just improve uptime, it dramatically extends the truck's lifespan by preventing failures before they occur. The actros cab construction is another example of Mercedes' obsession with longevity. Built with galvanized steel panels and corrosion-resistant coatings, it resists rust far better than most competitors. The interiors use premium materials that remain intact even after years of sun exposure and vibration. Operators across Europe and the Middle East love the actros for its unshakable reliability. From long-haul freight in Germany to desert runs in Saudi Arabia, the actros maintains its composure, its efficiency, and its structural integrity. Even in resale markets, 10-year-old actros models command high prices because of their reputation for second lives. Many fleet owners refurbish them, replace a few wear parts, and send them right back on the road for another 1,000,000 kilometers. In short, the actros isn't just a product of German engineering, it's a product of German endurance philosophy. It was built not to impress in its first 100,000 kilometers, but to dominate in its millionth. A true marathon machine, quiet, precise, and seemingly immortal. Number 7. Volvo VNL. When Volvo Trucks took its European engineering philosophy and applied it to North American roads, the result was the Volvo VNL, a truck that didn't just haul freight, but built a legacy for lasting longer than almost anything else on the interstate. Introduced in 1996, the VNL became Volvo's flagship for long-haul comfort and reliability. The truck's lifespan is astonishing, with many units surpassing 1.5 to 2 million miles on original frames and drivetrains. Volvo achieved this through a mix of cutting-edge engineering and a relentless focus on driver-centered design. At the heart of the VNL is the Volvo D13 or D16 engine, both designed for extreme durability. The engines feature steel pistons, low-friction liners, and precision fuel systems that minimize wear while maintaining efficiency. Volvo's attention to temperature control through superior cooling and lubrication ensures components remain within optimal conditions, even during long climbs or desert hauls. The I-Shift transmission, first introduced in the early 2000s, revolutionized heavy-duty trucking by delivering both fuel efficiency and longevity. Its automated gear management system eliminates driver error, which is one of the biggest contributors to premature drivetrain wear. Volvo also emphasized aerodynamics and frame design to reduce stress on the vehicle. Less wind resistance means less strain on the powertrain and suspension, and ultimately longer life. But perhaps the biggest secret behind the VNL's longevity is its comfort and safety. The cab is one of the quietest and most ergonomically designed in the business, reducing driver fatigue and therefore the risk of abuse or rough handling. Over time, that translates to dramatically fewer mechanical failures. Across North America, it's not uncommon to find 15 to 20-year-old VNLs still running cross-country loads, owned by independent drivers who refuse to give them up. The truck's reputation for low downtime and rebuild-friendly engines makes them a favorite among seasoned haulers. The VNL is a true hybrid of European precision and American endurance, a truck designed not just for the long haul, but for the long life. Number 8. Freightliner Classic XL. If you've ever seen a shining Freightliner Classic XL rolling down the highway, chances are it's older than it looks, because this truck was built to last a lifetime. Introduced in the 1990s, the Classic XL was designed for the long-haul owner-operator who wanted not just comfort and style, but a truck that could go the distance, twice. The Classic XL was available with some of the most durable diesel engines ever made: Detroit Diesel Series 60, Cummins N14, and Caterpillar 3406E. These engines weren't designed for obsolescence, they were built for rebuildability. With proper care, each could run for over 1 million miles before needing a major overhaul, and many have gone beyond 2 million miles. Freightliner engineers constructed the Classic XL with a heavy-duty aluminum cab, and reinforced steel frame rails designed for maximum torsional rigidity. This combination offered exceptional corrosion resistance and structural longevity. Even after decades on the road, these trucks often retain their original frame integrity. The truck's simplicity is another factor in its enduring success. With minimal electronics and easily accessible mechanical systems, the Classic XL is highly serviceable. Owner-operators love it because it's a truck that you can fix with a wrench, not a laptop. Comfort also plays a huge role in its lifespan. A driver who enjoys driving takes better care of his machine. The Classic XL sleeper cabs were among the most spacious and luxurious of their era, with thick insulation, large bunks, and real wood accents. Many Classic XLs are still hauling freight across North America, decades after they first rolled out of the factory. They've survived recessions, emissions regulations, and technological revolutions, and yet they keep working, earning, and enduring. Freightliner built the Classic XL during a golden age when trucks were over-engineered, hand-assembled, and meant to be passed from one generation to the next. Today, it stands as one of the most enduring symbols of American trucking, a timeless rig that proves true classics never die, they just keep rolling. Number 9. Western Star 4900. When people talk about longevity in the trucking world, one name stands out as the true craftsman's truck, Western Star. Among their lineup, the 4900 series is the ultimate symbol of durability, strength, and purpose-built endurance. While many manufacturers turned to mass production and automation, Western Star chose a different path, building every truck by hand, and that made all the difference. The Western Star 4900 isn't built in a hurry. Each one is custom-ordered and individually assembled with high-strength materials and precision welding. Its frame rails are double-channel steel, often spec'd thicker than industry norms, giving it the ability to carry immense loads for decades without frame fatigue. That's why this truck is a favorite in the logging, oil field, and heavy-haul industries, places where machines aren't pampered, they're punished. Under the hood, the 4900 offers a choice of some of the toughest engines ever built. Detroit Diesel DD15, DD16, Cummins X15, or Caterpillar C15, all are known for multi-million-mile durability. These engines aren't just strong, they're serviceable. Designed for rebuild cycles of 800,000 miles, many Western Stars stay on the road for 30-plus years, powered by engines that have been rebuilt 2 or 3 times. What truly sets the 4900 apart is build philosophy. Everything from electrical harnesses to door hinges is over-engineered. The cab is made from heavy-gauge steel instead of lightweight composites, with reinforced floors and anti-corrosion coatings that can survive decades in harsh weather. Drivers often joke that a Western Star cab feels like it was carved from a tank. Inside, the 4900 offers old-school toughness with luxury-level attention to detail. Leather seats, real wood trim, and hand-fitted panels give it an almost timeless aircraft-like quality. It's not just a truck, it's a craftsmanship statement. While modern fleets rotate trucks every few years, Western Star owners tend to keep theirs for life. The 4900 isn't built for the disposable economy, it's built for generations. Some 4900s from the early 90s are still active in heavy hauling today. Their engines rumbling strong, their frames straight as the day they left the factory. In a world obsessed with speed and mass production, the Western Star 4900 stands as a reminder of something we've almost forgotten. When you build it right, it doesn't need to be replaced. It just keeps going. Number 10. The FXF105. When it comes to European long-haul champions, few trucks have built a reputation for sheer longevity quite like the DFX F105. Designed in the Netherlands, this truck redefined reliability for fleets across Europe, Asia, and even parts of Africa, proving that Dutch engineering could produce a truck capable of surviving decades on the road. Launched in 2005, the XF105 was the evolution of DAF's already legendary 95XF series. But the 105 took things further. with smarter engineering, stronger materials, and a bulletproof driveline that made it one of the most trusted trucks in global logistics. It quickly became known as the truck that just won't stop running. The heart of the XF105 is the PACCAR MX 12.9-liter inline-six diesel engine, available in outputs ranging from 410 to 510 horsepower. This engine is renowned for its balance of efficiency and extreme durability. Many units have easily surpassed 1.5 million kilometers without needing major internal work, and there are real-world reports of trucks hitting 2 million kilometers, still performing strong. What makes it last so long? DAF's attention to detail. The MX engine uses hardened steel pistons, advanced lubrication, and optimized combustion for reduced wear. The cooling and oil systems are engineered to operate at consistent temperatures, preventing fatigue in key components. And when it comes to the transmission, the ZF-Tronic 16-speed automated gearbox ensures smooth shifting that minimizes drivetrain stress. The XF105's cab and chassis design also contribute heavily to its legendary lifespan. The truck's frame is treated with anti-corrosion coatings, and its cab panels are galvanized to resist rust. Inside, DAF focused on driver-centered longevity, comfortable seats, easy controls, and soundproofing that keeps fatigue at bay on long runs. The result? Drivers take better care of the truck because it feels good to drive, even after years on the road. When the miles stack up and the years roll by, only the toughest survive. And these trucks have proven their worth time and time again. Which one do you think deserves the title of the longest-lasting truck ever built? Let me know in the comments below. If you love machines that stand the test of time, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more stories of unstoppable engineering. Thanks for watching, and remember, a real truck isn't judged by its shine, but by how far it can go.